Hey y'all, welcome to the Southern City Girl channel. I am Zahira, the owner of Southern City Girl, and today I am going to teach you guys how to make my guacamole. This guacamole is so good, it's so fast, it's easy to make, and I'm giving you different alternatives depending on when you're making it. So if you're making it for immediate consumption, and also if you're making it for overnight, well, like a few hours prior to the event. So if you are new to this channel, hello. Like I said, my name is Zahira. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell. Also follow me on my social medias, which are linked down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey. So let's go ahead and get into this guacamole. Alright, you guys, so you're going to need a few ingredients. And the ingredients that you're going to need are tomatoes. You can use any tomatoes that you have. These are what I had in my house. You're going to need an onion, garlic, lemon, and lime, some cilantro. You're going to need Southern City Girl seasonings. This is my garden garlic, onion, and herb. The no salt seasoning salt. And the salt and black pepper. You're also going to need 3 large avocados, but if you don't have large avocados, you can get these 3 medium avocados. Well, not medium, they're mini avocados. Not 3, I'm sorry. You're going to need about 6. If you don't have regular cilantro, I'm going to start giving you guys the tips right now. So if you don't have fresh cilantro, or it's not the time of year where like fresh cilantro like is around, or it's like fresh good cilantro, you can use cilantro leaves. I got this bottle from Dollar Tree. You're probably going to need about half the bottle, if not the whole bottle, because you know dried cilantro does not taste the same as fresh cilantro. And on top of that, if you have to use the bottled cilantro, I would recommend making your guacamole at least 5 hours before you consume it. So if you're making it for like a game day or something, please just make it the day or the night before the game, so that you know that moisture could get back into that cilantro and the flavor could start kicking. Also, a tip of mine, I actually like to put hot sauce in my inside of my guacamole. And I know you guys are like, what, hot sauce in your guacamole? Like, yes. A lot of people, I've read like some people's recipes and stuff, or like I watch people's recipes, they use just regular cayenne pepper or paprika or whatever inside of theirs. I don't really like that, because it's just, it'd be like a kick but no flavor type thing. So I'm about to teach you guys what I do. I actually use pepper sauce. Now I really like to use Caribbean pepper sauce. I like to use the Jamaican authentic pepper sauce, but depending on your demographic, you may not have like a Caribbean market near you, because the ones that you get out the supermarket really don't be authentic. Like if you read the back of it, it'd be like made in New York. Like, no, you need straight from Jamaica. Trini pepper sauce is a little too hot, so I wouldn't say go with Trini, but Jamaican pepper sauce, A1. But I decided to use this one today so that you guys could probably find this one easier. This is the Steve & Ed's cayenne. This is the premium cayenne pepper sauce. This is what I like. I use about like 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of pepper sauce per like batch, or maybe per serving. Another option you could do if you don't have pepper sauce, you can either get hot chili flakes, well they're not chili flakes but red pepper flakes, and some vinegar, or you could do the cayenne pepper, which you could get this cayenne pepper also from Dollar Tree for $1, and you're going to do like about a small amount of that with vinegar. And the vinegar that you choose is all up to you. You can use white vinegar, or you could use apple cider vinegar. Now I use the Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and that's the one with the mother, or any like organic apple cider vinegar, or any organic vinegar may have the mother in it. You want to make sure you get those little clumps that's floating around out, because that will not be a good look in your guacamole. And if you can't get all of that either, just a regular packet of hot sauce from the Chinese market, boom, it'll do you justice. I'm going to use a food processor today because I'm lazy. Any other time I would have just diced all of this up nice and fine and called it a day. But today I'm lazy, so we're going to use a food processor. Now, you could, like I said, dice this all up, combine it. I'm pretty sure it's like so many videos out here on how to make guacamole. You guys can do it without a food processor, but I just wanted to show you guys my trick, my tips. This is how I can make fast guacamole and serve it to my family literally immediately. So with all my avocados, I'm just going to cut them in half and take the seed out of them. Once I finish cutting my avocados in half, I use the spoon to scrape out the flesh from the avocado skin or shell, whichever one you call it, and I place it inside of my food processor. After placing all my avocados inside of the bowl, I am going to start adding my lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice. I've tried using the concentrate of the lemon juice, but it's just too sour versus the fresh lemon juice, and I feel like it's just better using fresh lemon juice. Then I also used some limes. I used about a quarter of a lime, half of a lime, something like that. I prefer using lemons over lime because the lemons give more juice than limes. And yeah, I don't have time to be sitting here squeezing so hard to get just a little bit of juice out of the limes. Now I used the whole lemon and a half of a lime. And you could definitely use less than that. You could use about a half of a lemon and a half of a lime. But I definitely would not recommend going anything less than a half of a lemon at least. You don't even have to do both. If you're going to just use a lime, just use a whole lime. I personally like the way citrus and cilantro taste, so that's why I used a lot of lemon in mine, and I knew that I wanted to store mine for a longer time. So lemons have a natural acid that keeps the guacamole fresh, so yeah, that's why I used a lot of lemon and lime inside of mine. But you can use less, especially if you're serving it right away. So now I'm adding my fresh vegetables. I'm adding half now, and then I'll be adding half as it process in the food processor. So I'm cutting the ends off my garlic and my tomatoes just because I don't want those chunks in there. So once I do all of that, I go ahead and put my top on my food processor and I hit it on high and I let it pretty much just go around for about 4 or 5 minutes before I stir it. And of course, don't forget to add your seasonings. All the measurements will be on my website. So just go ahead and click the link down below and it will take you directly to this particular recipe. And voila, we are done. So I'm just going to go ahead and scrape everything out of this food processor bowl and put it inside of a glass dish. I love using glass dishes because you could just take the top off once you're ready to serve it and just serve it in that exact dish without having to make more dishes, and it still look cute, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the most tedious part when it comes to getting this guac out of the food processor because you got to scrape it real good, make sure you get all that goodness out. But you know, a girl got time because she did not have to do all of this by hand. So, you know, at least I could do is give it a little good little scrapey and put it in a bowly and serve it, okay? All right, you guys, so our guacamole is done. So I have this bowl that's 3/4 of the way filled and this one that's filled to the brim. This guacamole is so perfect. It's so buttery, but yet it has little chunks in it. Well, I wouldn't even call them chunks. I'll just call them like little particles that didn't get just completely blend up. And I love this green color. You ever see some guacamole that's like too light, but then it's dark in certain areas? It's like all one color. It literally looks like avocado, guacamole that you get out the package. Like, I love it. I don't like too much of a chunky avocado because I feel like if I already got to chew the chip, I don't want to chew everything else in the guacamole. Like, that's just too much. But I do like to taste individual flavors. So it's like, it's, you know, mixed or blended to perfection, where it's like it's still there, still chunks, and you can identify what's in here, but it's not as chunky. And that's why I like to use the food processor for my avocado, for my guacamole, because not only is it faster, it actually does a better job than my hands can.